After several hours of gameplay, I can say that I'm really enjoying the game and it has a lot of potential. Hello guys, today we're gonna review a new game that's called Farmer's Dynasty 2. Driving a vehicle. I would make the driving mechanics a bit more like GTA. Right now, vehicles barely turn when stationary, but they turn way too much at high speed. Another flaw is that in the first-person vehicle camera, you can tilt back to check the flow of a tangent implement. I would also add collision damage for both the vehicle and the players. Adding a manual gear would be a nice touch to manage fuel compression. Body terrain. The terrain feels a bit clutchly. Sometimes, when walking, I randomly take fall damage out of nowhere, and the vehicle often bounces around unexpectedly. Forestry expansion. Seeing that you already have a lumberjack game to make this one even more complete, I love to see heavy forestry machinery like harvesters and forwarders along with a deeper forest management. NPC variety. There is a lack of physical variety among the characters. They look too similar, which break the immersion a bit. I would also add more way to interact with them. Future content. Finally, add it seems you're already on this path. Keep adding options and way to play. This game can provide endless hours of entertainment. In the future, an online multiplayer mode will be amazing and perhaps year down the line, a brand new map in a different country. Very nice and engaging game, but it has several bugs. The first one I encountered is when selling wet the meal. It downloads but doesn't collect anything, but it says there's flour in the meal which isn't there at the end. The second is when the tractor delivers water collector hay, the hay thing into the ground and you have to call in town truck to remove it. When painting the farm the color become uneven. Overall, it's a great game. There bugs need to be fixed. Had some trouble getting into Farmer Dynasty 1, but Farmer Dynasty 2 has been fun so far. Played a lot of Farmer Simulator, so Farmer Simulator 25, and this game gives you more of a purpose and a goal than just getting rich. Game runs and looks good. I just missed the Farmer Simulator 25 line keeping for field, and as a colorblind person seeing the difference between cultivating and show it gets quite hard for some seeds. Other than the great game, chaotic, buggy, sometimes absurd, and absolutely unique. Farmer Dynasty 2 is one of those games that keeps making you say, what is even happening here? And then you start it again the next day anyway. This is not the perfect game. It is not even a properly polished game. This is early access in the fullest sense, with bugs, strange physics, unclear mechanics, sometimes absurd mechanic behavior, and a moment where you honestly do not know whether you are reporting a technical issues or taking part in some kind of agriculture comedy show. I have already had invisible trailers, a magical HDS Voca 6 trailer that launched my tractor into the sky. A radio playing in era where radio in a tractor feels like a time traveler engine and a fuel system upgrades for a normal trailer workers getting stuck in fields. Grass leaving behind hundreds of tiny piles that have to be picked up by hand, and windows so dirty that drive feel like a memory from a previous life. And despite all of that, or maybe exactly because of it, I love this game. Because beneath all that chaos, there is sometimes here that generally do not see anywhere else on the market. This is not just a farming sim. This is a very strange, very ambitious, at a time genuinely beautiful mix of farming, rebuilding, a homestead, life simulation, NPC relationships, family story, and two timelines. This game has atmosphere, it has its own identifier, it has an idea, and the most importantly, it has the special kind of charm that makes you forgive it more than you probably should. I love switching between the 90s and the modern era. I love that the past affect the present. I love rebuilding the farm step by step. But I also like the game does not end with the field itself. There's crafting furniture, furnishing your house and workshop, repairing buildings, and gradually bringing the whole farm back to life. There is a fishing, which gives you a break from tractors and fields. There are treasure and secrets that encourages exploration and make the map feel like more than just decoration between jobs. They are also starting a family and trying to build sometimes more than just a profitable farm. And once you reach a later stage, There's even hiring workers, so this starts touching and managing a farm on a large scale as well. Thank you for watching, guys, and hope to see you later, my friends.